my name is Hazel.
Hey guys, my name is Christian Morales.
Hello, my name's Jacob Reba.
Hi, my name's Elizabeth.
Hi, my name is Jaden and you're watching Patiño News.
My name is Tabari.
My name is Philip.
In my experience teaching a workshop at Learn STEAM was incredible.
If you guys didn't know it, every second and fourth Friday of the month, Learn STEAM, hosted by Mr. T and Mr. Phipps, has a minority mentorship program that teaches the youth skills that they can use in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
If you or someone you know is interested, come on down to Bitwise South Stadium every second and fourth Friday at 5 p.m. See you there.
Hi, my name's Sarah, and yesterday me and a few of my friends, we went to Fresno State to learn about a wonderful man by the name of Norman Mineta. When we got there, we didn't really know what we were going to do, but then we ended up watching this wonderful film about him. And starting off, it wasn't too interesting, but then we were like, oh, this man is really great. It told us all about the amazing things he's done, all the amazing things he's advocated for, and we were really excited to meet him, but unfortunately he couldn't make it. So we just did a bunch of activities, and a bunch of people that worked with the film came and talked to us, and I think it was a really fun experience.
Hey Patiño, it's Marcy here. March 4th, the junior class is having a fundraiser at California Pizza Kitchen in River Park. It's all day, so make sure to grab a flyer from me or church, and we'll see you there. Seniors, be sure to go to lunch.
Next Friday, February 28th, is the BSU rally.
Last week, the sophomore internship team, Vibe, pitched their internship project to the school advisory board. Let's go ahead and take a look at it.
Hello, we are Vibe, and this is our sophomore internship. I am Marley, the project manager.
I'm Angel, the communicator.
I'm Joseph, the graphic designer.
And I'm Derek, the coder. So sadly today Alex is currently unavailable, but he is our note taker.
Our client. We are currently working with Christopher J. Serta. He is the owner and founder of Good Vibes Nutrition. They sell things like healthy smoothies, hydration drinks, and other stuff.
So we provided pictures from our client meeting. It went very well. We talked mostly about what he wants from us and what we are able to provide for him. He wanted us to create a new website for him, which we are currently working on. He wanted us to update and create certain social media accounts, which we have kind of finished. And he wants us to maybe provide a new logo idea, which we are still in the process of working on.
So Asana is the website and app that we use to communicate with our client. We use it to keep track of our tasks and our assignments that we have yet to do or things that we finished.
So the Scrum board is basically where all tasks are located, and it's kind of like our headquarters for pretty much what we have to do. It's like our compass. Its purpose is kind of voided by Asana because it's like online and more accessible than the Scrum board itself. But here we have like our stories, like basically what we want to accomplish. Celebration criteria, like how we know when we're done with our project. We have jobs in progress, things that are done, and yeah, pretty much has a lot of things on here. Thank you.
Hey everybody, just a reminder that our robotics team, Club Red, is open every day during lunch for collaborative work, as well as after school on Mondays and Wednesdays. We will be having designated Bitwise build dates on these dates along the screen right here. Come and check it out.
And now let's pause for a moment of science.
Welcome back to Moment of Science. On this week's Moment of Science, we'll be talking about the first half of the geologic timescale. The students have created a video podcast for you where they will be informing you as to the biological, geological, and current events related to their specific time period. Each video will give you a guided tour through the time period. So stay tuned and have fun.
The Precambrian era took place between 4.6 billion and 501 million years ago. The Precambrian was given its name because it preceded the Cambrian.
During the beginning of the Precambrian era, there was no life and volcanoes were constantly erupting. The Earth was also lacking an ozone layer, so there was little or no oxygen and much ultraviolet radiation. The development of single-celled organisms without skeletons, stromatolites, and eukaryotes were the main biological events of the Precambrian era. The eukaryotes produced more oxygen, preparing Earth for the Cambrian era.
The geologic events of the time period include the forming of the crust and orogenic belt. About 1.5 to 1 billion years ago, the molten lava solidified and became Earth's crust. Billion-year-old Precambrian rocks formed the walls and the bottom of Western Brook Pond, a clear lake in the Grossmoor National Park.
This is the Cambrian period. It is part of the Paleozoic era. In this period marks an important part of history of life on Earth. It is the time when most major groups of animals first appear in the fossil record. This period is also the first geological time period of the Paleozoic era, which is known as the time of ancient life. This period gets its name from Cambria, the Roman name of Wales, where Adam Sandwich studied rocks. The Cambrian period is a much hotter place than today. It is one of the hottest periods on Earth's history, and the heat had melted its earth caps, and the sea level rises from 30 to 90 meters above current sea level, along with the effects of the continental drift.
There were many types of species that existed at this time, including Acabinia, Pequeña, Hallucinogenia, Hapafrensis.
Without all these changes, the world would be unrecognized.
The Silurian began 443 million years ago and witnessed a revival of life following mass extinction. Life returned to land where plants began to dominate the landscape. At this time, 4 distinct continents existed on the planet, providing new environments for life forms to emerge and evolve. This time period was named by Sir Roderick Murchison. He named the Silurian period after an ancient Welsh Celtic tribe. This was the first period with conclusive evidence of terrestrial plants like vascular plants. Some species grew up to 6 feet in length and considered to be the largest arthropods to ever have lived.
During the first half of this time period, most of the Earth's continents were covered by glaciers, but due to warm climate, the glaciers melted and the seas started to rise. Some tectonic activity included the supercontinent Gondwana drifting southward, covering most of the southern latitudes. In a recent study, scientists discovered 100,000 years after the extinction, there was a sudden disruption in Earth's carbon cycle, causing an enormous amount of organic matter to be buried.
410 to 360 million years ago, the Devonian period occurred, first studied in Devon, England, known as the Age of the Fishes for its diversification of fish, which included plated, jawed, and cartilaginous fish. A bridge between the species of amphibian and lowfish was also discovered in 2004, labeled as the titanic. These were not the only life forms in existence, though. The plants of this era flourished, creating the first lycophytes, horsetails, ferns, and the progeninosperms Archaeopteryx. With these forests coming to fruition, carbon dioxide depleted, and the atmospheric levels of oxygen steadily raised, bringing changing climates and biomes for the supercontinents. At this point, Gondwana and Euro-America came closer and closer together from convection currents. However, subduction zones continued to develop along the land masses. This tectonic activity would form metamorphic, igneous, and sedimentary rock. This era would end with a second mass extinction called the Famine-Indian extinction. Up next, Carboniferous.
And we're going to be talking about the Carboniferous time period.
And ended 298.9 million years ago because of the climate.
Collision between Laurasia into Gondwana. It caused the creation of Application Mountains, belt of eastern North America, and the Hercynian Mountains in the United Kingdoms. Another collision that happened between Siberia and Eastern Europe created the Ural Mountains of Russia. The tremendous amount of carbon produced mainly in North America and Europe due to the prehistoric vegetations and the rise of seas that took over the tropics.
Places near the equator had warm and humid weather, but glaciers started to form in the poles. The
tectonic activity during this time period mainly consisted of lithosphere movement that brought them together. Towards the end of it, it brought the majority of Laurasia. Later came together with Gondwana, creating Pangaea.
Amphibians, reptiles, spiders, land snakes, scorpions, enormous dragonflies, armorfish, and most of all, cockroaches.
A current event, there was another ice age, and the humidity actually triggered a reaction between the rocks and the atmosphere. This caused it to pull enough carbon dioxide to bring the temperatures to a cooler.
Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week.